Hey, how's it going, you guys? So today I'm very excited for today's video because we're going to be talking about the potential price of Inovio Pharmaceuticals. Okay, I know I've mentioned them a lot in the past few videos, and today I just want to talk about the different potential catalysts which could ultimately affect the price that Inovio reaches. So the first thing which I want to talk about was phase 1 results. Okay, their phase 1 results. So obviously the phase 1 results came out a few days ago, like about a week ago. And the main takeaway that people got from that is that they didn't talk about neutralizing antibody production and the T cell production as well. So it's not over with the phase 1 results. Inovio still plans to publish their overall complete phase 1 results in a peer-reviewed journal. So a peer-reviewed journal actually just provides more credibility because it's, like in the name, it's reviewed by other scientists, other companies, and they give, their advice. They give like their little side notes, footnotes on the data and the progress done by the company. So they're gonna look at how the participants were tested, the sample size, if there are any discrepancies in the testing, if there are potential errors for testing, what the results mean. Going forward, is going to be a viable option, etc. So it's very authentic, and it's a lot more credible than just a company putting out a random public PR statement saying that they're going to be the next coronavirus vaccine and everything's perfect. I'm not naming names, but Moderna. So next, I want to talk about their funding. They're already being funded by CEPI and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, as well as the DOD, Department of Defense, which is basically the U.S. government. They've paid $70 million for their Selectra devices, which is the device used to administer the DNA vaccine INO-4800. And basically, when these full phase results come out, the next step, which is the logistical step, would be an increased funding. I mean, Dr. Joseph Kim, which is the CEO of Inovio Pharmaceuticals, has stated that himself. They're expecting new funding. Dr. Kate Blanchett, the vice president of CEO of Inovio, has mentioned the exact same thing. And I don't think the DOD was like that. I don't think they meant the DOD funding that $70 million for their devices was the funding that they talked about. There's going to be a larger funding, and it's going to help manufacture at a larger scale as well. So look out for that. Government could be the U.S. government spending more. It could be the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, or it could be another source. We are not sure. Maybe CEPI again. So we'll just have to see. The third thing that you have to look out for is the FDA approval for phase 2 to 3. So if the FDA approves this would be very, very, very great for Inovio. I mean, right now I think the bar is pretty low for just any coronavirus vaccines due to the availability, due to the severe urgency of it. And so I think Inovio, I'm not sure about the statistics, but you need basically I think like a 20% or 23% antibody production to get into this phase. So Inovio with their participants, I think it's highly likely. So once again, it's all returning back to that phase 1 results in the peer review journal. Once all that's out, once that's there tested, then we could hopefully move on to the phase 2, 3, and that will of course shoot up the price. But on the bigger note, help us get closer to a coronavirus vaccine. A big thing to look out for August 6th is the earnings and conference call. That's also going to affect the share price. I don't know how much to the extent. It depends also on the development of the vaccine by then. But August 6th earnings and conference is always a catalyst for share price movement. Finally, I want to talk about their trials. They're also pursuing trials in South Korea. And I think this is very smart by Inovio because they're not only focusing in the U.S., they're not only focusing on regulators here, they're expanding abroad. And I think a huge thing which this brings is credibility, because if you're in South Korea, maybe the strain of coronavirus is a bit different. There are a bit small differences in the strain, and if they're able to provide neutralizing antibodies and increase T cell production in participants in the U.S., participants in South Korea, and shows consistency between different genders, between different age groups, all this it's just more. There's just more factors which make an authentic and reliable vaccine, And what's more is that building these relationships is also a very smart way for Inovio, because when time for distribution comes, they could potentially get funding from South Korea, wherever it is, and also they could be the primary manufacturers and distributors in, for example, South Korea, and then all of Asia, the U.S. So unlike other companies, they're not just focused on one place. They're really looking at the global aspect of it and understanding how fast they can make a coronavirus vaccine and how fast they can expand it and share it globally, not just on the US level. Um, Ultimately, I think, you know, the whole title of this video, what this share price could be. I'm not a professional analyst or whatever, but through all this, I mean, we've already seen the share price reach close to $40 just on the news of on just rumors. Like it's a classic thing. Buy the rumor, sell on the news. So I think Inovio is gonna break through that whole idea of buy the rumor, sell the news. It's gonna be more on wait, and then buy on the news. Once the news comes, credibility go up, 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 up. Like that's my breakdown of it. I don't think it's gonna be like Moderna, which get affected by these retail investors. I mean, I'm personally myself a retail investor, but it's not gonna be as like don't look at the share price every day because it's gonna fluctuate and it depends. So it's focus on these milestones, these upcoming milestones, these upcoming catalysts. And understand. I'm not saying it's gonna be the one. So if it doesn't meet certain aspects, if for example neutralizing antibody production is not to the extent that it needs to be, or the funding stops, funding does not get FDA approvals taking time, there insider selling going on, then I'd most probably get out. But at the moment, since the beginning, Dr. Russell Kim and all insiders, they're buying, continuing to buy shares, they're not selling anything, they're holding and buying. So, Moderna, they're insider selling. So that's just, for you to judge what your opinion is. I'm not, I mean, I can low-key bias review, but at the same time, I'm looking at the facts and I'm looking at the milestones needed to achieve for each company when deciding what's the best coronavirus stock. So like I've said many times, it's not going to be one, there's going to be many. And at the end of the day, what we want is to have a coronavirus vaccine in our hands. So yeah, these are just some things to look forward to. So like I said, it reached 40 just on the rumors, and with all these news hit, all these different milestones hit, I really do believe it can be $100 plus share. And of course, with their work on the brain cancer, if it establishes itself in the coronavirus, then there's going to be more attention. There's going to be more attention, more credibility focused on the company, and then people can start to see their amazing work that they're doing with cancer as well as Ebola and different viruses like that. So long run, I'm thinking next 10 years it could reach thousands. It's a big thing, but I really believe in this company. I think it's really credible. It's been doing consistent work for years and years now, but in the short term, just solely based on coronavirus, I think it's $100+ stock. So yeah, end of the day, do your own research, do your own due diligence, but this is my analysis, what I think, and that's why I'm going to continue to hold. So let's see how it goes. Ultimately, all we want is that vaccine so we can just get back to a new normal, if you want. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe. I post every day about stocks, entrepreneurship, investing, whatever, personal finance. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see anything specific. And I will see you all tomorrow.